Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. I'm checking back in from Alex Sharfin's team. This week is the second part of Alex's presentation where he really gets into the contribution equation and how to build a movement. If you missed that part, you're going to want to go back and listen to it. And this week, Alex will dive into where is the pressure and noise your tribe feels, right? How do you get to be seen as the leader of your tribe, right? How do you be the loudest voice, right? How do you advocate for your tribe? So if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking for stability and clarity and confidence to grow your business, check this episode out because you'll see how becoming the greatest advocate of your movement is exactly what you need to do.
I'm Alex Sharfin, and this is the Momentum Podcast, made for empire builders, game changers, trailblazers, shot takers, record breakers, world makers, and creators of all kinds. Those among us who can't turn it off and don't know why anyone would want to. We challenge complacency, destroy apathy, and we are obsessed with creating momentum so we can roll over bureaucracy and make our greatest contribution. Sure, we pay attention to their rules, but only so that we can bend them, break them, then rewrite them around our own will. We don't accept our destiny, we define it. We don't understand defeat because you only lose if you stop, and we don't know how. While the rest of the world strives for average and clings desperately to the status quo, we are the minority, the few, who are willing to hallucinate there could be a better future, and instead of just daydreaming of what could be, we endure the vulnerability and exposure it takes to make it real. We are the evolutionary hunters, clearly the most important people in the world, because entrepreneurs are the only source of consistent, positive human evolution, and we always will be.
You know, we see the world differently. We experience more pressure and noise than most. We need momentum like the rest of the population needs oxygen. When we come up for air, it's to go forward. It's to create momentum. It's to create forward progress. So I defend against the pressure and noise my tribe feels. What is the pressure and noise your tribe feels? Anyone, give me one thing that is pressure and noise your tribe feels. This is awesome. So give me one thing that your tribe feels. Because when we were in real estate, the pressure and noise created by the market, the competition, was that the market was in free fall, and we talked about it all the time. Pat says, what is the pressure and noise? There's too much information available. Pat says, when are you going to get a new job? Tenny says embarrassment. Being the bottleneck in their business. Guys, whatever the pressure and noise your tribe feels is, if you're the one talking about it more, if you're the one defending against it more, if you're the one who has the solutions for it, you will become the leader. And I want you to lead your movement. And here's how you stay ahead. Here's how you get into leadership and stay in leadership. You have a feedback loop where you are constantly taking feedback from the tribe, and you're taking their challenges, their friction points, their complaints, the problems they're experiencing, and you start turning them into benefits by saying, we know you don't like these things. This is why we've corrected this way. We know you don't want this to happen. This is why we've done this. And you will be seen as the current and de facto leader of your tribe. Now, the last part of starting a movement, and this is big, is advocacy. I think that in today's world of online marketing and funnels and speed to market and everything else, a lot of people forget advocacy. If you go out online today and you look up my name and you look at the articles that were published in 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, on and on, you will see advocacy articles for our market for real estate agents. Beginning in about 2011, 2012, you will see articles advocating for our market, the entrepreneurial personality type. We shifted to the EPT, and we've written tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of words, hundreds of articles about the entrepreneurial personality type. The US Business Journal's published an article a week for a year about the entrepreneurial personality type. Why? We wanted to advocate harder than anybody else. We wanted to be louder than anybody else. When you look at Russell Brunson today, you know, he started in a niche market just of online marketers and coaches and consultants, but today he advocates for startup entrepreneurs, but not all of them. Even Russell, if you listen to the introduction to his podcast, he doesn't work with the ones who cheat and took investor money. He works with the people who bootstrapped and are doing it themselves. He advocates for that market louder than anybody I know today. That's why he's seen as the leader. So here's how you become the leader of your tribe. Advocate for your tribe's needs. Be the loudest voice. And here's the big one. Say what no one else will. When I, in 2010, went on Fox News, They didn't tell me I was going to be opposite Clinton's economic advisor or Clinton's ex-economic advisor. They also didn't tell me that he was completely and totally anti-real estate agents, anti-National Association of Realtors, and really didn't like me. And when we started talking, he immediately went on the attack and said, working with an agent to do a short sale is like a proctology exam. And I told him he was probably working with the wrong real estate agents if that's what it felt like. And we got into a screaming match. I can remember us arguing in the back of my mind thinking, Fox is never going to invite me back. I'm yelling on network TV. I'm yelling at Clinton's ex-economic advisor. And I said what no one else will. I actually made fun of him. I backed him down and got him to stop and actually agree with me at the end of the segment. I was in rooms full of real estate agents who'd watch that clip and they go crazy at the end. Why? Because I said what no one else will. I backed him down. And the punchline is, at the end, the producer from Fox in my ear in the monitor said, that was one of the best segments we've had all week. I can't wait to have you back. So not only did it get recognition that I was advocating, I got invited back because I advocated. So here's how it works. When you advocate for your tribe, you advocate for freedom for the tribe, and then you give them the requests, the product feedback, the demands that they have. So whatever it is that your tribe needs, be the biggest advocate, understand it better than everybody. And here's what we do. We take their requests, their product feedback, the demands that the tribe has, and then we use that feedback to create for them. And what do we create for them? We tell them, we know you want, and this is why we have done this. We advocate for it. So what is it your tribe wants? Here's what I know. I know that entrepreneurs want a business that grows, where they have a team that supports them and where they feel like they're making a massive contribution. So we know you want stability in your business. We know you want clarity in your business. We know you want the confidence to make the commitment to grow your business. That's why we put together the systems, the processes, and the structure that will help you do exactly that. Advocate for your tribe, and you will be heard by so much more than you will when you're just marketing. The greatest advocate for a movement is naturally seen as a leader. I'll use probably my favorite example and one of my favorite pictures from history. The day that Martin Luther King walked out on the mall, there wasn't supposed to be over 100,000 people there. In fact, it wasn't even really expected to be a big rally. This was pre-fax machine, pre-email, pre-internet, pre-text message, pre-cell phone. This was done with flyers and knocking on doors and getting people to go to Washington to rally for civil rights. And no one voted Martin Luther King as the leader. He became the leader because he defined and unified. He provided a plan. He defended against and he advocated for what is possibly one of the greatest movements in the history of human beings. You can do the same in your business. You grow your movement by defining and unifying, providing a plan, defending against, and advocating for. It will change your business personally or permanently. And here's what I want you to know. When you're doing this, the provide a plan and define and unify and provide a plan, this is what you share externally. This is your PR, your media exposure. When you're talking to the world, you talk about your movement. You talk about defining who they are. You talk about providing the plan, what you're doing as a company. This is what you do externally. Internally, when you're communicating with your internal, then you advocate for and defend against. So let's talk about define and unify. Here's how our company has defined and unified. We've written the book that tells you whether you are our client or not. So if you don't have a copy of the EPT book, get it. I want you to know definitively if you're one of our clients. This is how we define and unify, and this is who our client is. For us as a company, we've provided a plan. In fact, we've been obsessed with planning and providing a plan for entrepreneurs. We created the Billionaire Code, which if you were at Funnel Hacking Live 2 years ago, these are the 9 levels that every entrepreneur must get through to go from 0 to $100 million and ultimate success. Not only have we provided this plan, but we have the detail of exactly what you should be focused on at each level of your business over time. So our company takes this seriously. In fact, very soon, we're going to have a presentation just like this one on the Billionaire Code. You're not going to want to miss it. It's exactly the path that every successful entrepreneur throughout history has taken to be successful. As a company, we defend against everything that is attacking our client in the marketplace. In fact, we don't just defend against, it's our motto. We go out and we tell entrepreneurs there is nothing wrong with you and you are not alone. Here's why. For every entrepreneurial personality type like you and me, who's had a disease or a diagnosis or a defect or a disorder, who's been labeled or criticized or told that they are less than, who's been told to sit down, stop talking, and quit making everybody else uncomfortable, one of us has been in that situation, has overcome whatever it is, and has gone on to change the world, and you can too. It doesn't matter what's happened, what's going on in your life, you can go out there and make things happen. I advocate for entrepreneurs because I believe that entrepreneurs are the only source of consistent positive human evolution, and we always will be. We don't just advocate for the entrepreneur, we advocate for the business owner. And we say things like, your business is broken, and if things go well, it always will be. Here's what I want you to understand. If your business is perfect, you're dead. It's closed. It's out of business. The only perfect business just shut down. There's no customers, no complaints, no issues at all. If you want a business that survives, if you want a business that grows, get over the fact that you want a perfect business. What you really want is a business that's adaptable, that can grow. Your business is broken, and if things go well, it always will be. That's what I want you to understand as you grow. We advocate for the entrepreneur in a way that I don't think anybody else does. Here's what we know. An entrepreneur with a team never walks into a room alone. I want you to know that feeling of having a team, of having a tribe, of having people around you who support you, who love you, who believe in you, and who are in momentum with you.
Thanks for checking out this week's episode. Look, the reality is we want to help you grow your movement, just like we've done with thousands of entrepreneurs from all over the world. We want to help you be the loudest voice in your movement. We want to help you become a real advocate for your business. If you'd like some help, head on over to billionairecode.com/apply-now. That's billionairecode.com/apply-now.